I'm going to show you guys how to unlock your awakening skill and your extra awakening skill. There's awakening ultimate ability and like extra skills in the same category. So when you hit level 50, there are actually more skills for you to get, and from those, there's also what's the equivalent of an ultimate ability. If you've ever played a game like Overwatch, it has like a 5-minute cooldown and does crazy stuff. And in order to unlock these, you will first off, you'll have to hit level 50. Then what happens from there is you just keep doing the main story. At that point, the main story will be blue quests. Do all of Vern. Just keep doing Vern until at some point it wants you to meet Beatrice, and it'll make you play something called the Song of Trixion. And when you get that, somewhere in that quest line, I can't show you because I already completed it, but once you get that, somewhere in that quest line, then you play that song, you'll meet Beatrice, and it'll initiate an awakening quest. Now you'll know, because the quest will have brackets around it. There'll be one bracket, the word awakening, and then another bracket, then the name of the quest. When you see that, now you know you're on your awakening quest. Now the first one, it's going to be pretty easy. The first one just had you go around to Lutera and whatever. I think it might be different for each class, actually. The Sorceress one had me go to Lutera, do a few things, go to a Wisdom Isle. It was really fast. I got done with it in like 20 minutes, right? And doing that, it unlocked my ultimate ability. It's called your awakening skill. So mine, my first one at least, because there's a second we'll get to in a second about that. My first one's Enviska's Might. It'll see it does insane amount of damage, pulls foes, releases energy back to the center, dealing damage, crazy damage, gather foes to one spot, causing even more damage. Crazy, okay? So you'll see it in here, you scroll down to here, it'll be at the bottom. You'll also, along the way, get an additional ability. In my case, it was Doomsday, which for Sorceress looks like this. Basically, Meteor, if you ever played like Final Fantasy or something like that. So there's Meteor, there's Enviska Might. So those are the ones that I got from the easy quests. Then there are more for you to do, and it won't tell you about them. You'll have to discover them. Unless you watch this guide, of course, you know exactly where to go. So from this point, once you get that done, what you're going to do is you are going, if you haven't already, you're going to sail to Rohindell. If you've already been there, you can actually use the ocean liner from North Vern to get there quickly, fast travel basically. You're going to go to Rohindell. You're going to go to Rothen, which is like the main city for that place, okay? And then you're going to go to right around where this mailbox is right here. Go to this triport, right by this mailbox. There's a guy there. You're going to see this guy. You're going to talk to him, and he is going to give you a quest, a Journey Strange Mail. And this is going to start your quest chain for the next Awakening quest. That quest will finish here. This is Frozen Sea in Shoeshire, and this is the final part of that quest, which will see you get the Song of Reminiscence, and then right next to it, we'll have this other purple quest from this person. And you'll just go on your way from this point on. We got Journey Until the Darkness Ends, and it's going to be a 9-step process to do this one. So you're just going to keep following this until you eventually get it all done. And then depending on how you played out your game, you might run into a problem here, which is that you cannot continue the quest from this point unless you defeat Vrad, which I'm not super familiar, but I think that's the end of the Shoeshire quests. So you have to go and do the main story quest for Shoeshire until you defeat Vrad, which, again, I assume is the very end of the thing. And I've been told that it's one of the longest quest lines in the game, so it might take like 8 hours or something to do it. Not entirely sure. And from there, it should be pretty straightforward. You just do the quest. It'll tell you what you need in order to continue. And you'll go through whatever it asks you to do until you get the second one. But that's how you get started on it. It's like a hidden one. You have to go to the Rohindell and find it just magically on your own. The only way you would ever normally notice it, I suppose, would be if you actually were at Rohindell, you were at that part, your 460 item level, and you were progressing your story and just happened to go check, hey, what's this purple quest? But yeah, once you get through that, you're on your way to get your awakenings. Like I said, your awakenings are like ultimate abilities. They're class specific. So what I showed you just now, that's the sorceress, the mage version of the sorceress. Depending on what class you're playing, it's going to be a totally different skill. So you'll be able to find out what yours are. So be excited. Some discovery here for you to do. But yeah, that's how you get the awakenings unlocked. Also, I should mention that you'll need chaos shards in order to use the ultimate ability. Mine says it uses 1. I don't know if that changes later or not, but mine uses 1 to cast. You can buy those at, I think it was a general store is what it's called, and that's literally all they sell. I think they're are they silver? They're silver. They cost silver. Or you can buy them on the market and just search for it, and I think they generally go for like 1 gold a piece or something. At least when I made this video, they did. So that's how you can stock up on the Chaos Shards. You can cast all you want. The other thing you get is just that ability, and then that's just a normal ability. You'll level that normally. And if you want to know ways to get more skill point stuff, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm looking to make more stuff in the future, guides on how to get everything done in this game, like I said earlier. So yeah, that's what I do. All right, but now you guys know how to do the awakenings. You know how to get your awakening skills, how to get your awakening ultimate ability, 5-minute cooldown, uses chaos shards, all that. Now you know how to unlock and use your awakening abilities in Lost Ark.